Origins of Diamondback. A former member of the Serpent Society. After she fell in love with Captain America, she was inspired to switch sides and dedicate herself towards the cause of good. Rachel Layton was born in Austin, Texas as the only girl among 3 brothers. As a youth, she moved with her family from Texas to New York City and proceeded to grow up with the wrong crowd. 2 of her brothers joined a notorious street gang known as the Savage Crims, led by Brock Rumlow, the criminal later known as Crossbones. At the age of 15, Rachel attempted to join the same gang by approaching Rumlow alone and claiming that she would do anything to join. The sadistic Rumlow took advantage of the offer by beating and possibly raping Rachel. Her 2 brothers in the gang retaliated by attacking Rumlow, but it went badly and her elder brother Ricky was killed in the fight. Her other brother, Danny, survived and went on to become the mercenary known as Cutthroat. After Rachel recovered, she realized that she never wanted to be victimized again. She enrolled for elite combat training at one of secret criminal academies run by the Taskmaster and became a deadly fighter, demonstrating a particular skill for hurling objects with great accuracy. While in the academy, Rachel befriended a woman named Shiok Sanada and the 2 trained alongside each other. Their friendship took a very bad turn when Rachel inadvertently violated Shiok's unusually strict code of honor, and Shiok swore revenge. Rachel remained oblivious to the fact that the other woman was nursing a grudge until years later, when Shiok would return as the villainous Snapdragon. Another fateful contact Rachel made at the academy was with the superpowered Anaconda, a combat instructor who became intrigued by Rachel's potential. Anaconda introduced Rachel to Sidewinder, who encouraged her to join his new gang of criminals called the Serpent Society, the members of whom based their identities on dangerous snakes. Rachel became a founding member of the Serpent Society and took the identity of Diamondback, designing a colorful costume to match. As Diamondback, she developed a bolder, sassier, and more seductive personality than she ever had as Rachel Layton, even dyeing her hair a bright magenta color as a reflection of this change. To take advantage of her mastery of thrown weapons, she was armed with an array of throwing diamonds created by the criminal genius known as the Trapster. Diamondback's first mission with the Serpent Society was to help locate and assassinate MODOK, the leader of the rival criminal organization known as AIM. Captain America intervened, and Diamondback found herself intensely attracted to the superhero, openly flirting with him even as they fought each other. The battle ended in a draw, but Diamondback could not stop thinking about the captain afterward. Her second mission with the society was to help steal a pair of mystical artifacts for the superpowered criminals Lyra and Gower, but the X-Men attempted to stop them. Both sides then ran afoul of the bizarre and ancient wizard known as Mr. Jip, who kidnapped both Diamondback and the female X-Man known as Dazzler. Mr. Jip used his magical powers to switch the bodies and minds of the 2 women. In Dazzler's body, Diamondback briefly teamed with the unsuspecting X-Men, while Dazzler, in Diamondback's body, did the same with the Serpent Society. While working with the X-Men, Diamondback managed to locate and steal the artifacts that Lyra and Gower desired. A solution was found to restore the minds of the 2 women to their proper bodies, after which Sidewinder teleported Diamondback away from the X-Men the moment they realized that she had possession of the artifacts. Diamondback's success in carrying out the mission greatly enhanced her standing in the society. Later, the Serpent Society was torn apart when it was revealed that several of its members were secretly working for the villainess known as Viper, who then staged a coup and took over the society. Diamondback and Sidewinder escaped, but other members loyal to Sidewinder were taken prisoner by Viper. These included ASP and Black Mamba, who had become Diamondback's closest friends on the team. Diamondback, still deeply impressed with Captain America and his heroism, went to Cap and managed to convince him to help free her friends. With Cap's help, Viper was defeated and the imprisoned serpents freed, but both Diamondback and Sidewinder abandoned the society after the battle. Despite the successful outcome, the crisis had the unfortunate effect of underscoring fundamental differences in Diamondback's and Captain America's personalities and values. This was exacerbated by the presence of Paladin, who made sardonic comments about the unlikely nature of the couple at every opportunity. Though Cap and Diamondback still cared deeply for each other, their relationship slowly began to deteriorate as both realized that complications between them were difficult if not impossible to work out. Diamondback was later confronted by her arch-nemesis Snapdragon. In the ensuing fight, Diamondback seemingly drowned Snapdragon. Diamondback, feeling as though she was a murderer, felt that there was no way that she could be accepted by Captain America. Captain America still supported Diamondback and vowed to help her find out if Snapdragon was truly dead or not. While attempting to find out the truth, Diamondback and Cap traveled to New Orleans, where they were confronted by sumo warrior Kono, Snapdragon's brother, and other associates of Snapdragon. Later, Diamondback becomes aware that Captain America's super solider serum is beginning to fail him and that he is slowly dying. Diamondback becomes aware, while on a mission with Captain America to recover missing children that Baron Zemo had kidnapped, that Superior might have a way of curing Captain America from his failing super solider serum. Superior confirms to Diamondback that Snapdragon is indeed dead and that Diamondback owes Superior for killing Snapdragon. Snapdragon was an operative with a contract serving Superior. Diamondback agreed to fulfill Snapdragon's contract and work for Superior, if Superior agreed to cure Captain America. At one point, Diamondback became infected with some mind control nanomachines that had invaded her bloodstream. This led her to run in with Citizen V, who at the time was possessed by Baron Zemo. After a quick scuffle, the Zemo-possessed V ripped the machines out of Diamondback, paralyzing her until she was brought back to full health under SHIELD care. Captain America would later have a run-in with what he thought was Rachel, but in the end turned out to be a LMD, life model decoy, duplicate of Diamondback as part of Red Skull's plans. The real Diamondback met up with Cap after this arc, and Cap suggested that they get a room, indicating that they still apparently shared an on and off again relationship. Diamondback also ran into the X-Men's Hellions while trying to steal a virus with Paladin. A misunderstanding led to her being crushed by a table, though she eventually recovered. Powers and abilities. Diamondback's greatest talent is the ability to pitch small ballistic objects with great velocity and accuracy, much like the supervillain Bullseye, though not as extreme or deadly. She is armed with a powerful array of specialized throwing diamonds, properties detailed below, to take full advantage of this ability. She can hurl multiple diamonds at a time at multiple targets with little loss of accuracy, and can even do so while running, leaping, or somersaulting through the air. Though thrown objects are her specialty, she has also demonstrated uncanny marksmanship with other types of projectile weapons. Diamondback is a superb athlete in peak physical condition. While serving Superior, Rachel was injected with the super soldier serum she had created to test its effectiveness, thus her physical abilities were enhanced to peak human capacity. At the Taskmaster's Academy, she was intensively trained in acrobatics and is an Olympic-level gymnast. Diamondback is a formidable hand-to-hand fighter and has mastered many street fighting techniques, as well as jiu-jitsu. She has developed considerable skill at espionage and infiltration, and can defeat many types of locks and other security measures while avoiding detection. She is also an expert at piloting small aircraft. Over the years, Diamondback has developed strong leadership qualities, partially learned from her involvement with the ultimate field leader, Captain America. She has served as a capable leader of Bad Girls Incorporated and the Women Warriors during her time with both teams. Diamondback's equipment was originally created by the Trapster, but after she left the Serpent Society, she turned to the Tinkerer to design and manufacture her weapons. Her personal weaponry consists of throwing diamonds, which are actually 4-inch zirconium octahedrons that have the shape and appearance of diamonds. Some are solid and razor-sharp, and Diamondback employs these much like throwing daggers. Others have hollowed-out centers and are designed to release their contents or explode on impact. Known specialized diamonds in her arsenal include acid diamond, filled with highly corrosive nitric acid, tear gas diamond, filled with concentrated tear gas, smoke diamond, acts like a smoke grenade, armor-piercing diamond, loaded with spent uranium for piercing heavy armor, sleep diamond, filled with a Kurari-derived narcotic that renders victims unconscious in a matter of seconds. Exploding diamond, filled with a nitro-based explosive, packing a concussive force equal to 10 pounds of TNT. Electric diamond, contains a supercharged microbattery that releases a powerful electrical discharge. Venom diamond, filled with a lethal snake-derived poison.